Okay.
It's Geoff from Wrestle Radio Australia. I am here with the Indigenous Voodoo Warrior Princess, the amazing Reid. Erica, tonight you're going up against Jab in what is a culmination of one of our favourite feuds. How are you feeling?
I can't wait for it to be done. I cannot wait to wipe the floor with this fella. No, I'm very excited to have a match, a main event match on International Women's Day. That's pretty badass, and I'm very excited to be able to represent Mayhem and have a banger and tell a cool story and finish the story and finish the Catholic Church, because fuck them.
Now, as you know, Lachlan has drawn a lot of similarities between the group coming and invading and taking away Indigenous identities and things like that. Is he reading too deep? Because you're agreeing with me?
No, he's 100% right. You fellas are whitewashed. No, really, he's 100% right. I want to tell stories about my culture, regardless of how uncomfortable it is. Like my mum, she was stolen gen. I don't have a mother because of the Australian government. So I want to be able to tell those stories and be like, yeah, that shit happens. Like, your identity gets stripped. Like, I have a government name and I have, an Indigenous name. And it should be just the one name. You know what I mean? So it's like, I want to educate people that this shit of colonizing and taking away culture and taking away the kids from our families, from our homes, still very much happens. So this was our version of telling a story with those sorts of feelings, I guess. Lachlan's 100% right. He is totally right.
I'm glad in a lot of ways to hear that.
Yeah.
Disappointed because it's Lachlan.
No, he's cool.
He is cool. He's cool. He and Tom, like I've worked with him in time for 3 years, so
I get it.
So, if you win the belt tonight,
I will.
I'm not going to argue with you, mate. But what's next?
What's next?
Yeah, what does Erica Reid do next? Because obviously, late last year, the Eugenie won the NCW title in a really good match.
Yeah.
From my perspective, a very deserving champion.
Yes.
As you know, I sent you the message. It's a Samoan woman up against an Indigenous one. Which I don't think we've ever had that before.
Nope.
And it was an amazing moment.
Yes, it was.
Obviously, you're after that belt. You've got one eye on that belt. If you win tonight, what will happen with the Mayhem title? What do you want to do with that belt?
Well, it'll be the first woman to win it, which is cool. But the answer's pretty simple. I'm just gonna take over the fucking world. That's really it. I'm just gonna take over the world. I'm gonna take the title wherever and fight whoever. And that's any title belt, really. I'm not afraid. I'll fight anyone. But my goal is to take over the world. I want everyone in the world to know what menagerie is and who the fuck I am. So
that's awesome.
That's my answer.
And do you help him train at Relentless as well? Yeah. So you're training the next generation.
Yes.
People like Elaine Hope and people like that.
Yes.
You must be awfully proud.
It's so fucking insane because it's like helping be a coach has made me become like a better wrestler, because I have to think about things before I teach it, and I have to be mindful of what I'm teaching, because I don't want to teach them bad habits and I don't want to teach them the wrong thing. I want everyone to have a fair go at learning the basic fundamentals of wrestling if they want to try. Because wrestling's for everyone. Physicality maybe isn't, but wrestling is for everyone, and everyone should be able to try it. And being able to have the trust with the boys, being like, yeah, go teach these people, it's heartwarming and it's very wholesome, because it's like I get to see dudes and girls that I do their first 4 roles and first bumps, and now I'm giving them help to get on shows, and I'm passing on my knowledge. And like culturally, that's a cool thing as well, because we think 7 generations ahead. We have to give back to the young ones because they're the ones going to be living off the land when I'm dead. So the land has to be good, and I feel the same thing about wrestling. I want the scene to be fruitful, and I want the scene to be good, and I want there to be a lot of opportunities for girls. I want girls to have a safe place to train, because there's not a lot of places to train, and some places, you know, are just a bit harder to navigate, I guess. And I want women, especially in Victoria or even countrywide, doesn't matter where the fuck you come from, I want them to have a safe place in training there, and I want them to get, what's that fucking saying? Say, I want them to get the best opportunity that they can, like the best opportunity that they can get. So yeah, I fucking love coaching. I think it's a lot of fun. Like, you can definitely tell that I was trained by George.
Yes.
Sometimes when I coach, I'm like, that's something George would have done. Fuck, man. But it's actually quite a nice little moment. It's a full circle moment. It's a very cool moment for me.
That's fantastic. Now, where do you see yourself at the end of all this? Like, you're on an amazing wrestling journey. You have, in front of my eyes, you have grown so freaking much.
Thank you.
You like, I bump into you occasionally. We have a great laugh and we have a great time. But you're always a radiate happiness and joy and things like that, which it must be a challenge some days, I've got to admit.
At the moment it is, yeah. Yeah.
Where do you want to end up? Is it WWE, is it AEW, or is it, I don't give a fuck, I just want to wrestle?
All of it. I want to make a career out of professional wrestling. I want to be able to feed my babies off professional wrestling. Whether that's wrestling full-time as a contracted wrestler, which honestly is the goal. I would like to wrestle overseas, live overseas, doesn't really matter where. And wrestle full-time. That would be fantastic. And then, work backstage. I'd love to work backstage, agent, learn everything. Like, there is no role in wrestling that I don't want to learn. So, anything. As long as it's involved with professional wrestling, like, fuck. I've even daydreamed about having my own training school when I'm old and retired, and having my own version of that. So, yeah, anything involving it, being able to just live off wrestling would be cool. But it would be nice to conquer Japan. It would be nice to conquer Mexico. It would be nice to conquer Europe. It would be nice to conquer America. Everywhere. Like, when I say I want to take over the world, I want to take over the fucking world. Like, it doesn't matter where, just anywhere.
Okay, 2 things. One, you're a female wrestler in the cast.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
No worries. It was a foregone conclusion.
That's so nice.
Secondly, you will, and you have so many more people in your corner than you're aware.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I feel like, especially the last few months, a lot of changes have happened, and I feel a little bit, it's like cliche, but I feel a little bit reborn again. Like, I have a little bit of fire in my guts. I don't really have nothing holding me back anymore. I don't have anyone doubting me. I don't have anyone in my ear. So I've got nothing, completely nothing stopping me from doing what I want now. And I'm doing exactly that, really. Just keep an eye on something.
I will, mate. Ain't no stopping you now.
Yeah.
That's jumping.
Yeah! He's a fucking good dude, man. He's good. He's lovely.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Erica, thank you so much.
No, thank you, no.
Good luck tonight, mate.
Thank you.
And we'll chat soon. I'll speak to Todd. We'll have to get you on for a full show.
Yes.
Because I know.